That's quite big. Impressive.
That's what she said. Michael.
What's up guys, Sal here. So Samsung is rushing the Galaxy S21 launch. Usually they launch the S series phone in February, but this time Samsung has decided for some reason to launch it earlier than usual in the first half of January. And as a result, we are seeing the official CAD leaks of the Galaxy S21 a month earlier than usual. To give you some context, we got the official CAD leaks of the Galaxy S20 on November 22nd, so them launching the Galaxy S21 in January is more than likely true. Anyway, we have the first look of the Galaxy S21 and S21 Ultra, and it shows a redesigned wraparound camera module that you may or may not like. You can see the camera bump extends around the edges of the frame. It kinda reminds me of the Phantom movie character, which looks as funky can get. It surely stands out from the sea of same looking camera designs out there, but whether or not it looks good is purely subjective. Personally, when I saw the design of the Galaxy S21, I didn't like it that much, but the S21 Ultra certainly looks better even though the camera module is big. It's even bigger than the already big Galaxy S20 Ultra. I guess we're not that far away when the camera module may take over the entire back of the smartphone, but in any case the camera design is unique and sets itself apart from the competition. As you can see, there are 4 cameras because Samsung has decided to use 2 telephoto cameras instead of 1 to get better short-range zoom. You see, the S20 Ultra takes good 4x zoom photos from its periscope zoom camera. But the problem with periscope cameras is that anything less than their highest zoom level, which is 4x in S20 Ultra's case, the zoomed in photos don't come out good. So to avoid that issue, Samsung is using another conventional 3x telephoto camera to take better short-range zoomed in photos, something that Huawei does on their flagships. Moving on, the front looks exactly the same as the S20 Ultra, except the bezels are extremely slim. I mean, look at that chin though. It certainly looks like the thinnest we have seen so far, even thinner than the latest iPhone 12 Pro Max. The display is curved like the S20 Ultra, and the punch hole camera is even smaller in diameter compared to its predecessor, which is impressive. As we already know, Samsung has decided to not use the under-display camera tech on the S21 Ultra, instead they're using it on the Z Fold 3. Now there's no S Pen slot either, which doesn't necessarily mean it won't be S Pen compatible. Rumors said Samsung might enable S Pen functionality on the S21 Ultra, but whether or not it's actually true remains to be seen. The display size is between 6.7 inches to 6.9 inches, and it's even a little thicker than the S20 Ultra at 8.9mm. The Note 20 Ultra is 8.1mm thick by the way, so it's not gonna be a sleek handset. Now coming to the Galaxy S21, it has 3 cameras with flash integrated outside the module. The front looks like its predecessor, except the display is flat, which I'm sure some of you are gonna like. The S20 had more like a 2.5D glass, so definitely the S21 is a downgrade in my opinion. The punch hole camera has gotten smaller, but the bezels have gotten a little thicker. By the way, Ice Universe is adamant that S21 is gonna be a downgrade in a lot of ways, which certainly is the case looking at the renders. It says the Galaxy S21 Ultra is gonna be the true flagship in the S21 series, offering every bells and whistle, and Samsung will cut a lot of corners on the S21 and Plus to keep the costs down. The Galaxy S20 series didn't sell well primarily because of the insane cost, and it looks like Samsung has learned their lesson and will price the S21 more sensibly this time. In any case, let me know what you think about the camera design of the S21 Ultra. Whether you like it or hate it, let me know down in the comments, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.